Well, hey YouTube, Madam Roy back again. This is going to be another installment of the walking vlogger, A Quest for Fitness. And I thought we would kind of switch it up a little bit today. I know I've been walking my neighborhood a lot. Unfortunately, Mike is off, and you can hear my cell phone ringing in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so I can answer that. Be back in just a moment. Alright, as you guys can see, I'm in the car. And we're going to go ahead to a public park. It's not like the city park I went to last week. It's nowhere near as big, but it has a really nice area where you can just walk around leisurely. So I'll be back in just a few minutes and you'll see what I'm talking about. And here we are, guys. The MN, let's see if I can pronounce that, Tragimbo Park at Dunedin. This is really pretty during the summer months, but unfortunately most of the trees, because it's winter, have lost their leaves. You can read some of the rules here. You can pause the video if you guys want to read that. As far as I know, this is about a half a mile all the way around, so I have to walk this about 4 times. I don't know if I'm actually going to get that done today, but we're going to give it a try. Woo! My selfie stick is acting up a little today. I'm going to start right here so we can see that's almost parallel to the rule sign. We're going to go ahead and try to walk this again about 4 times. Ooh. Now, as you guys can see, it is really sunny out today. Temperature is about 42, 43 degrees. And again, typical for winter in this area. And I'm trying this again with that selfie stick. I've actually ordered 2 of these online. This is one I borrowed from my buddy Mike, and I think it's a little worn out or something because it has a hard time staying up sometimes. But we'll do the best that we can. Wow, take a look at this, guys. Looks like they might need to repave here. You can see that the pavement's actually bowed up from the tree roots. The tree root is actually growing under the pavement there. But still a pretty nice trail. Hopefully the camera works well. It's pretty light here again because all the leaves are gone at this point. Absolutely beautiful out today. I tell you, if you guys are into walking, this is something you should be doing at least 3 days a week. And I really hope this video series is helping you guys that were kind of on the fence about it. You know, kind of get healthy and hopefully lose some weight now that it's past the new year. I wasn't going to walk today. I actually was only be able to get 2 days in because I've had a little bit of a sinus infection. You guys might be able to hear I'm a little congested even today. And my knee has also been bothering me the past few days. So unfortunately, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not near my goal weight. I know I said this coming Wednesday I would try to be right around 330. That ain't gonna happen, guys. So you know what? I gave you permission. If you want to give me some constructive criticism, you can do that, but just try to keep it nice, everybody. All right, so I've been walking for about 5 minutes now. I want to change the topic up a little bit. I've been still getting a lot of questions as to when I'm going to get my new system. Well, I have some updates for you. I just sold a desktop, an old one that I was trying to sell for a while, and I sold my Ultrabook to a good friend. Her daughter needed a system, and I know she's really going to enjoy it. Well, the only thing I'm waiting on is to sell that Core i7 laptop. Once that's done, I'll have the money I need to purchase the Dell XPS 8700 system. And yes, that's the one I've decided to go with. I think for everything I'm going to do with it, all the features it has, that's the best choice. Again, I'm getting the Core i7. I believe the one in there is the 4790. It's not the K, so it's not going to be able to be overclocked, but I'm not worried about that. I really don't need overclocking. I'm getting the one with the 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's a free upgrade from 8. 1 terabyte hard drive with, it's one of those hybrid SSD drives, so that should be really nice. That should give me a little bit of boost. And the card it's coming with again is the GeForce, I think it's the 720, but I'm going to be replacing that with my NVIDIA GT 640 card. So again, that's going to be a much better option. Sorry for the shakiness, guys. Again, this selfie stick is not doing too well. I'm going to have to buy Mike a new one. So if you see this mic, I apologize. I think I kind of wore your selfie stick out here. As I'm walking back to the front, you guys can kind of see some of the amenities they have here for the kids. There's a little swing set here. Looks just like a plastic one. It's kind of like one you'd find maybe in a backyard in someone's house, but again, it's nice for the kids. So I got some slides on there. You got a jungle gym. And then you got some just regular swings over there. Those are actually pretty big. I bet you some adults would use those. It's really nice that they don't tend to have a lot of vandalism right in this part of Chesapeake. The other section, the Great Bridge area where they have some public parks, I can't tell how many times that their swing sets and equipment have been set on fire. A lot of arson happens down that way. There's the swings mainly for the younger kids, probably the toddlers up to maybe 4. They can actually put them in little straps there and keep them safe. Pardon me. And you got the pavilion there. Pretty nice. You got the grills, so you know it's similar to City Park, just a little bit, just on a smaller scale. Finally got the sun in my face. Well, unfortunately, like I said, Mike wasn't able to walk with me today. He's helping somebody build or remodel a house, basically. But I think either Wednesday or Thursday of this coming week, we're going to get back together and start walking our 3 days again. I don't know what's going on with Chris, because Chris is actually in school right now. So he may or may not be joining us for those walks. I'm not sure at this point. Again, today is Saturday. I don't know if I mentioned that before. But, I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. The sun in your face. You know, you always want to try to get a lot of sun, especially in the wintertime, because most people stay inside because it's so cold. And the problem with that is you need the vitamin D from the sun to keep your vital organs working properly and not to get depressed. That's why there's so much depression, so much, unfortunately, suicides happen in the wintertime, because, you know, when you're inside, not only are you bored, you can't do anything. Like, you know, during the summer, my dad and I'll go out to car shows. You know, I'll go to events sometimes. You know, around here they have the Neptune Festival. They have the wine tastings. You know, there's a lot to do around here during the summer, but this is kind of like one of those transitional areas. It gets just cold enough here in the winter that pretty much all the activities have to stop, just like they would in the north. So, like I said, you know, if you suffer from depression, anxiety, like I do, but some people do on an even bigger scale, and, you know, don't ever think that you don't have an option. You know, I've been to some dark places myself. I've never actually been suicidal before. I know people that have been. And the first thing I remember is there's always another chance. You know what? There's always something out there for you. There's no reason that you should think about ending it. You got to turn to God. I mean, that's the first thing. Whenever I get depressed or down, I always try to read a couple of verses from the Bible. You know, and it doesn't matter what. I mean, sure, the Psalms are great. You know, they're very inspirational. I mean, I guess if I had to recommend something, I'd probably stay away from the book of Revelation if you're feeling a little depressed. But, you know, get into your Bible, find a church that you like, a good local church, and just get involved. Even keeping yourself busy, you know, helps while away the long winter hours that you'd otherwise be spending inside. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it for now. I'm right about halfway done. Should be right at about a mile right now. Of course, I want to get about 2 miles in. So I'll go ahead and wrap this up in just a few minutes. Check this out, guys. This is like a miniature jungle gym. You know what this actually reminds me of? I don't know if you guys ever saw that old Nick show, You Can't Do That on Television. It basically, in the main stage, it was a sketch comedy / variety show. That was called a geodesic dome. And that's basically what this is. It's basically, if you were to cover this, you could use this as kind of a shelter. And it's impervious to everything. Hurricanes can't touch it. It could be covered with 4 feet of snow and it would still keep its shape. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It reminded me of that. Let me know if you guys remember that show. Again, it was on Nick and it was called You Can't Do That on Television. All right. I am done with the walk for today. I was only able to get about a mile and a half in because my knee is really starting to hurt me. And I want to be able to walk with Mike next week. And tomorrow, Mom and I are going to do a special walk. So I'm going to head into the car because I am really cold right now. Store always shuts by itself. Well, again, this was the Walking Vlogger Quest for Fitness. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.